Don't forget to like and subscribe to Jolie Knots Crochet. Share with your friends. Hit that little notification bell so you can get notified when new patterns release. All our videos are available in left and right-handed tutorials.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Jolie Knots Crochet. I'm Crystal and today we're going to be making these super simple Christmas sweater beanies. Alright, so the beanies, the way that we're going to be working these is around the band and then the bottom up. It is designed to be folded and to have a brim, so it has that puffier Christmas look. You can put a pom-pom or not. You can put puff stitches or you can put zigzag stitches, so I'll teach you how to customize it. Okay, this one is a bit longer as far as the brim goes and has one less repeat here, so play with it and have fun. It's super simple. Okay, the yarn that we are going to be using today is Caron 1 pound. This is Scarlet, the color Scarlet. Now I find that this yarn is heavy for weight, so like an Aran weight. So I'm using a 6mm hook. I'm just using red and white. I'm going to be using a 6mm hook, some scissors, a tapestry needle, a button, and your pom-pom if you want to put a button on your pom-pom on. Now when we're sizing this pattern, we're starting with the brim. You're going to make your brim wide enough to fit around your head. So a child is going to be somewhere between 16 and 18 inches depending on the head size and the snugness, and an adult anywhere between 18 and 20 to 21 for a larger sized head. Depending on the yarn and the hook size that you're doing, it's customizable to the size that you want and the length. All these stitches are multiples of 2, and we're going to be sewing in and we're going to be crocheting in multiples of 2 into the side of each of these bands. So the multiplication of the rows does not matter. Now inside of here, I'm going to teach you how to work this pretty seamlessly. You can't really see the seam going up along there. We are not going to be snipping our colors off and fastening at the end of every round, so we're going to do this so we have no ends to weave in, but you do just have that line. But that's just the inside of the hat, so that's not a big deal. Alright, okay, everybody go ahead and grab your hooks and your materials and let's get started. Okay, so to get started, we're going to take a slip knot. And now we're going to chain 13. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Now into the second chain from your hook, we're going to put 1/2 double crochet. Now we're going to put 1/2 double crochet into every chain all the way down, and we should have 12 half double crochets at the end. When you've reached the end and you've gotten your last stitch, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. We're going to half double crochet into both loops of your first stitch, and then the back loop only of the next 10 stitches. You should have 1 stitch left, and now we're going to half double crochet through both loops. So your first and your last stitches will be through both loops. Your middle 10 will be through the back loop only. Chain 1 and turn your work, and now you're going to repeat row 2. Half double crocheting into both stitches of the first and last, and the back loop only of the middle 10. If you're making the child size, your band will be 10 stitches wide instead of the 12 stitches wide. Alright, go ahead and finish out your band, and I will meet you back here to get started on the next step. Okay, so I have completed my band. I've grown it to about 20 inches. Now what I'm gonna do is fold it. Now when I stitch this up, I'm gonna go through both loops of the first stitch and through the chain space on the other side. Okay, then I'm gonna go through one stitch, the back loop only, and again through the chain space on the other side. And we'll do that all the way down. Okay, now that I'm at the end, I'm going through both loops and the last chain space. And here I am, set up to begin working my pattern. Okay. Now, your row counts are not going to matter because every stitch is going to get 2 half double crochets into every stitch. So 1 into every row, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2. Continue doing your 2 half double crochets into the side of every row. Now I did not flip this inside out because the idea of this is to be able to fold it and get that puffier white puff Christmas hat. So you're going to want to make sure that your seam is continuing to stay on the outside. Alright, so now I've reached the end. I'm going to slip stitch to join. Pull that really tight. Now I'm going to change the color of my yarn. I'm not going to snip off and close out my ends because we're going to continue back and forth with the white and the red. So I'm just going to carry up my yarn. You can do whatever it is that you like though. Now chain 1, double crochet into that same stitch, and double crochet into every single stitch all the way around, making sure that you have an even amount of stitches. And I'll meet you back at the other side. Okay, I've completed my first round of double crochets. Now I'm going to move to the back and I'm going to pull up my white. Pull my white through the loop of my red, and then pull my red loop really tight. And now I'm going to single crochet into the same stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, single crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet. You're going to do that all the way around until the beginning. Super, super simple rounds here. Here we are, I've made it to the end. When you end your row on a chain 1, it's simpler to end it with a single crochet to replace your chain 1. So we'll single crochet into the top of the single crochet, and that sets us up right to work into that space, which is what we're going to do. So go ahead and pull that tight. Now we are switching our yarn again from the white back to the red. Alright, and now we're going to single crochet into that space. Chain 1, skip your single crochet, and single crochet into your chain space. Chain 1, skip, single crocheting into all of your chain spaces, skipping your single crochets, and I will meet you back at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round again. What we'll do is just slip stitch to join. Well, we'll have your chain 1 and then you'll slip stitch, and this next round is going to be a series of double crochets. So chain 2, double crochet into the same stitch, double crochet into your chain space, double crochet into your single crochet, double crochet into everything all the way around. Okay, here we are at the end of the row. We're going to slip stitch to join. Pull that really tight, and now we're going to switch back to our white color. Okay. Now we're going to repeat. You're going to repeat the white row of single crochets, and then the red row of single crochets, and then the red row of double crochets. You're going to repeat those 2 more times. So you should have 3 sets of white dots going all the way up. Okay, so now we've finished our repeats. Your hat should be looking like this. Okay, you can fold it up. You don't have to fold it up. I like it folded up, and that's going to give it that puffier, you know, Santa hat type look. You should have 3 rows of white finished out by a row of red double crochets. Now what we're going to do is set up for our zigzags. So we're going to put a single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and another single crochet. One more single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and single crochet. So you should have 2 single crochets, chain 1, skip 1, 2 single crochets. Okay. Keep going all the way around. And I have got 1 extra stitch. So what I'm going to do is I've chained my 1. Now when I join, I'm going to join with my single crochet so that I can be set up to work into the space directly underneath it. So I'm going to turn my work and I'm going to pick up my white yarn. Carry that, pull my red yarn so it tightens, and now I'm set up to work into here. So I've got 1 long chain, and I'm just going to go ahead and place a V-stitch into this space. Double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And that looks pretty seamless to me. Alright, now we're going to skip our single crochets, and into our next chain space, we're going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, placing V-stitches into all of your chain spaces all the way around. Okay, here we are finishing up our V-stitch row. We are going to slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet to join. Okay, grab our red and pull that up. Pull your white tight. And now we're going to slip stitch into the center of our V-stitch. And now we're going to place 3 half double crochets into the center of every V-stitch all the way around. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've just finished my 3 half double crochet round where I have 3 half double crochets into the top of every V-stitch. Slip stitch to join. Oh, don't pick up your other color. Slip stitch to join, chain 2, double crochet into every single stitch all the way around. Okay, so now we're going to slip stitch to join. We're going to switch to our white. we're going to single crochet. We're going to repeat. We're going to repeat our white round, our white single crochet round, red single crochet round, red double crochet round. We're going to repeat that 2 more times. Meet me back here. Okay, now that I've finished out my last repeats, I can go ahead and snip my yarn, fasten it off, and weave in your ends. Leave a long tail of your red one. Alright, pull that through, and you're going to get your yarn needle and thread up your yarn needle. Alright, so if you don't know how to do this already, I'll leave the link in the description box, and also you can just click right up here to show you how exactly to close this all up, cinch it out, put a pom-pom on it, a removable one if you like. And thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. We will see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos.